Welcome to Anime Sensei, guys, and today's topic promises to be mind-blowing. So, before we begin, remember to subscribe if you haven't yet, and press that bell icon to stay updated of all the new content we're creating. And beware for the following spoilers. Ten. Arifureta. First, your whole class is teleported to an isekai with you. Then, you get the shortest end of the stick when it comes to the abilities, and to top it all off, someone stabs you in the back in the most lowest way there is. Things just aren't going good for Hajime, as now he finds himself at the bottom of the abyss where creatures, people, and just the whole environment isn't friendly at all. But giving up is just not an option. Even more so when we have the infamous isekai genre on our hands. And with comrades joining in the fray one after another, things just aren't going to get bland by any means, since the show knows how to keep the fans excited all the time. Seeing Hajime do that zero to hero transformation is just wonderful, and with the isekai genre being the isekai genre, one can't miss out on this title. 9. Masamune-kun no Revenge. An amazing romantic comedy to help you relax and get your mind off life's problems. This is the story of a young boy who was bullied as a child by his crush, and now he's worked on himself for just one purpose: to exact revenge on her. There are a lot of funny scenes and hilarious dialogues that set the motion for what is to come. After working on himself, Masamune is no longer overweight and now quite handsome, but his plans to get his revenge have hit a brick wall when shadows of his past come back to haunt him. He's now in a race against time to find the person that sent that letter. 8. Ore no Kanojo to Osanajimi ga Sharuba Sugiru. Talk about childhood trauma. After witnessing the infidelity of his own parents in their failed marriage, Eita decides that he wants nothing to do with love and relations. Instead, he decides to concentrate solely on his studies and future in hopes of becoming a skilled doctor. However, he isn't the only one trying to escape the grasp of love, and even though her methods can't be called acceptable, they prove to be quite useful and effective after the most popular girl, Natsukawa, blackmails the MC into a fake relationship with her just for show so that the other students stop trying to pursue her. 7. Dead Man Wonderland. It was seemingly just another normal day for Ganta Igarashi and his class fellows as they were heading out on a high school field trip to the amusement park called Dead Man Wonderland. This is a place where convicts perform death-defying and horrifying acts for the entertainment of the audience. However, his life is quickly flipped 180 degrees when his entire class is massacred right in front of his eyes by a man in red. Framed and sent to the very jail he was visiting, the young boy is thrown into the world of sadistic inmates and unnerving powers. He must live in a constant state of fear, as he must play the prison's games to survive, all while trying to find the actual murderer so he can clear his own name. As a dead man, Ganta possesses a branch of sin which allows him to freely control his blood outside of his body, as well as use his blood to form a bullet. 6. Bintu. Fighting over food was never the same for me after watching this series. I gotta give it to you guys, at first I wasn't even interested in it. The show was recommended to me by a friend, and I watched it for that reason. However, as soon as episode 1 was over, I found myself going to the next and the next. Last thing I know, I finished the series in one sitting. The show is clearly a parody, as the idea of the show is silly and ridiculous to say the least. The main character, Yuo, after discovering that such a world of dogs and wolves exist, decides to join in on the fun rather than remain a pig watching from the sidelines. The battles are over the top and so hilarious you can't stop laughing. As for the character, he learns the true meaning and beauty in hard-earned food. Not even Black Friday drama can compare to this show. 5. Kaze no Stigma. Exiled from his family for being powerless, he decides to return after 4 years of banishment to start a war with his family. Kazuma was born to a family of mages that specializes in fire magic. After his return from his exile, he's said to wield wind powers, which compared to his whole family members proves to be superior and to a point rendering them powerless against him. Later on, they grow fearful of his enormous powers and skills that rendered him godlike, and his cynical personality wasn't helping his case either. 4. Excel World. Coming up at number 4 is Excel World. The action-packed science fiction anime is about Haruyuki Arita, a shut-in NEET whose only escape from being bullied is playing online games. One day he finds out that all of his high scores have been beaten by an online player, Kuruyuki Hime. Kuruyuki Hime meets him and introduces him to a game called Brain Burst. Brain Burst is a program that accelerates brainwaves to a point where time seems to stop. It can also be used as an augmentative reality fighting game. Although the game is kept a secret from society, Kuruyuki Hime shows it to Haruyuki, as she needs his help to meet the developer of the game to uncover the mysteries behind the game's creation. Now, to achieve their goal, the duo has to reach level 10 and fight off against the dominant faction leaders within the game. Will they be able to overcome these hurdles and achieve their goals? Find out by watching Excel World. 3. Megalobox. Megalobox is a popular boxing anime from the year 2018, and its sequel is currently ongoing. Not to mention, the second season is getting even more praise from the viewers. So, what's it about? There's this evolved form of boxing where the combatants are supposed to wear metal frames called gears. This in turn scales their speed and powers, making the match all the more intense. Now, there's a man that goes by the title Junk Dog. He despises following others as he considers it cowardly. But after he suffers a grave loss in a boxing ring, he knows what he must overcome, and for that, he's now ready to fight. As an action anime, Megalobox hypes you up just fine. 2. Vinland Saga. An anime about Vikings brought just what the brutes are known for to the screen, the strongest humans that time has known ever since its beginning. From seeing his father die in front of his very own eyes to becoming who he loathed with all his heart when he was young, we all just want to give Thorfinn a hug for what he's been through. But in case you're one of those who underestimate the boy because of his short stature, then boy are you in for some heart, cause the Viking lad knows how to make those daggers dance. And with those swift moves to make sure he comes unscathed out of any bout there is, Vinland Saga is Vikings and martial arts at its best, with notable names from history making appearances here and there, with the show ending up one of the most complete experiences that modern anime has to offer. 1. Tengen Toppa. This isn't much of a rage or loss of control moment, as much as it is a final attack that puts everything on the line in the final fight against the Anti-Spiral. Everything is on the line in this battle, and the Anti-Spiral is a cosmic entity which power is unknown. It is too damn strong, it uses galaxies as freaking shuriken. While fighting Super Tengen Toppa Gurren Lagann Simon and all his friends put their lives on the line, giving Simon the chance he needs to fight the Anti-Spiral in single combat. The scene itself is breathtaking, and don't you dare even blink for a second, or you're gonna miss it. And with this, we conclude our video. If you enjoyed this list, I want you to smash that thumbs up button. And if you haven't subscribed yet, be sure to subscribe and press that bell icon to keep you notified of all our new videos. Also, comment down below on the anime you liked the most on this list, and if you're planning to watch any of them. And if you have any suggestions, place them in the comments as well. Until next time, see ya!
If you got a problem to speak out, I'm a cowboy and let's bebop. Put stand skate at the treetop. Berserk what I'm keeping on rewatch. Hunter, I freak out. When I'm in my room, you should keep out. I'm a ghost in the shell, push you through hell like gun grave. That's a story to tell if you